Good morning, everyone. This is Get Fit with Lisa. We are going to have an exciting little show today. I have a wonderful guest with me. I'm going to introduce her in a second. So what I need you guys to do is I need you to go grab your water, grab a mat or a towel. If you have some hand weights, get some hand weights. Clear a little bit of space in your living room, and we're going to be back in 1 minute to do a great little upper body workout and some core moves in at the same time. We'll be back in 1 second. Thanks. You got all the stuff that I mentioned. We are back and we're going to get started in just a couple of minutes, but we're going to talk to my guest. This is April. Thank you for being here with me today.
You're welcome.
We're going to talk a little bit kind of what's going on in your life right now. So tell me, what do you do day to day? Like, what is your job? And then we're going to kind of get into what you're training for.
During the day, I sell houses for the main real estate network, and I'm kind of out and about in my car, showing houses, a little bit at the office, but not sitting down a lot, more on my feet, kind of running around.
Nice. And April does train with me 2 to 3 times a week. She's gets the pleasure of listening to me tell her what to do every week. And she is training for this thing that I personally cannot imagine even attempting, because we all know I am not a runner or a swimmer or a biker. That's not my thing. But April's getting ready to do a half Ironman. So tell me about this, because I'm so impressed by this.
I'm a little nervous, but it's going to be really exciting. Swim 1.2 miles, bike 56, run a half marathon, which is 13.1 miles. So I'm excited. I'm doing it with a lot of my friends. We're going to Mont Tremblant in Canada to do it. It's going to be really exciting. So it's going to be a lot of training. Need to get in the pool soon. I've been doing a lot of weight training with you, obviously, on the off season. Ran my marathon, so I kind of have that under my belt. So we'll see. I'm ready. A new challenge. New year, new challenge.
New challenge. You're also getting ready to move to New York City.
Yes.
So you're starting not only a new challenge fitness-wise, but you're starting a totally new lifestyle, new career, new everything. So how do you feel like you're handling the move, getting ready for all of this? How you kind of feel like you've got a good grasp on this?
I think so.
I think you do. I think you're doing amazing. I think you're really, I'm really impressed with what you're doing for this. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to put April through a warm-up, and this way you guys can kind of see a little bit more than just me doing it. So I'm going to have you kind of step up to the mat a little bit. So you're going to take your feet hip-width apart, and you know how to do this part. We're going to go into air squats. So go ahead. Noticing that April's sitting back. She's staying on her heels. She's going to keep her head up and smile pretty for the camera for me. Perfect. Now I'm going to have you straighten your toes just a little bit. Yeah. Now remember too, for you guys, when you're doing your warm-ups at home, a typical warm-up's 8 to 10 minutes. Right now we're going to probably do a 3 to 4 minute warm-up. Also, she can go down pretty good because she doesn't have a lot of knee problems. She's not really rocking some back problems. She does have some issues with her hips, so we do have to modify some movements. But wherever you can be, if you just come down quarter way for me. If you only can come down this far, take it to that point. Give me 4 more. Nice. Good. Awesome. Now, last one. Come on up. Take your left foot to the front. I'm going to have you go into just a stationary lunge. Good. Now, what we're having her do here is she's coming through and she's pushing through her heels. She's dropping that back knee almost all the way to the ground. She's keeping her chest up. She's looking at the camera and smiling for me. And I'm going to really try really hard today to not get the giggles, because we tend to spend half of our time laughing. So, but we're not going to do that today.
But not smiling while we're working out. It's grueling.
Now remember, the point of a warm-up is to get your heart rate up, kind of get the blood flowing a little bit, start to warm your muscles up more before we go into any form of body weight jumps, body strength movements, or throwing in some weights. We're going to kind of do a combination of both today. This is something you can do in your living room. You do not need to have a gym membership for. So there's no excuses. Good. After that one, give me 4 more. Perfect. Nice. Weights on the heel. Then you're going to stay out with the left leg, and you're going to go into an up and down lunge right here. No movement. Just taking it a little bit deeper. I'm just going to warm up more. Noticing when she comes down, stay down for me for a second, her knee is in line, so there's no problems. We're not gonna risk any problems with the knees, any problems with the ankles, weight staying on the heels. A good test to tell if you're keeping your weight on your heels is if you can pick your toes up a little bit and wiggle, you know your weight is where it needs to be. Give me 4 more. I like how you did that.
Can I do it?
Good. Switching sides. Nice. Remember to always do both sides. Awesome. April's arms are a little sore from last night, so we're gonna kind of modify around that.
My legs are burning too.
Give me 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm gonna have you step feet together, come to the middle of the mat. Keep your feet right together, and we're gonna come down into a chair position, sinking down. I'm gonna have you bring your back up, sink down a little bit more. Then I'm gonna have you engage your arms, bring your arms up. Yes. So the goal in a chair position, whether you're doing yoga or you're doing it for a warm-up, is you wanna have your biceps near your ears. Perfect. Back is nice and straight, and we're gonna add a pulse now for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Stepping back to the back of the mat. Now this is something I've never really been able to demonstrate for you guys because demonstrating talking in the mic, it's not gonna work. But I'm gonna have April do what's called walkouts. So these are gonna be phenomenal. She's gonna take a nice big wide step. She's gonna walk out straight. Where are you going?
My walkouts, okay.
You're not walking off the set. Coming back up. This is a phenomenal way to work out. This is a great way that we can incorporate a lot of different things, and we're gonna do a couple of these different things today in the show. Right now, we're just warming up. She's coming out into a straight plank for me. Perfect. Next time you come into that plank, I'm gonna have you hold that position for me for a minute. Okay? Don't worry about that, it's fine. Good. Now, noticing that when she's down here on the ground, I'm keeping her hips in line, her shoulders are lined up over her wrist, her head's looking slightly forward. You never want to drop your head down because you're going to risk hurting your neck. Come back up for me. Now this time, she's going to add a push-up to this. Yeah.
Remember upper body sore from yesterday?
You got this. Miss, I'm doing an Ironman.
Half.
We're going to go with a full.
Yeah. One day.
Good. She's doing great, strong push-ups. When she first started with me, she couldn't really do a push-up. Go. Nice. 2 more like this, okay?
Yep.
Perfect. Her body's straight. She's in perfect, I mean, she's got great form on these movements.
It does want to fall off.
April's having little mic technical difficulty right now. Fabulous. Now next time when she comes in, we're starting to get into the workout now, okay? She's gonna come out into her walkout, she's gonna add her push-up, and then she's gonna add her right knee into the left elbow. So I'm kind of showing you guys some little bit of fancier stuff now since we have a little bit of a demo, okay? She gets to be the guinea pig. So she's gonna go into a push-up.
Oh, whoops.
Yep, there we go. Now you'll come in, so next time you'll come down, push up,
Then knee.
left knee. Perfect. So we're working shoulders, chest, triceps, biceps. She's getting her core work. She's calling in our hip flexors. This is a full body movement. This is a great way to incorporate, bring it up a little bit. Again, if you're not at a level that you can do this, stick with just the walkout. If you can add the push-up, add the push-up. If you can add the knees, add the knees. You gotta take it to where you can go. Good. And noticing when she's coming in, she's adding a little bit of a twist. 3 more. Perfect. Nice. And when she's twisting, she's not twisting so much that she's gonna put her shoulders at risk. Great. Perfect. Last one. You got this.
I get it.
Good. Fabulous. I'm gonna have you step to the middle. Good. Now we're gonna start with the smaller kettlebell. Going into that first movement that we talked about, so going into a bicep curl, coming straight up into an Arnold. She's gonna work one side only. Noticing when she's coming down, she's staying nice and relaxed. She's got a slight softness to her knees. She's coming up, curling. There's your bicep, there's your shoulders. We're doing combination movements. So this way you're gonna save time. If you don't have a lot of time to do a workout, you can do something in a 15 to 20 minutes and get a really great little workout. Because we're gonna throw a little bit of plyometrics into this too today. Nice. And when she's coming up, she's extending. Hold up for a second. Extending, but she's not locking. Go ahead, back down. 2 more on this side. Fabulous. Last one. Nice. Switching sides. Now, a beginner, I would say, do it 1 set, 12 to 15 reps. Intermediate, you want to go 3 to 4 sets. Now, here's the thing. With intermediate, you can keep it 2 to 3 sets, but you need to have a little bit of a heavier weight. You can use a kettlebell or a dumbbell for this type of movement. Advanced, you want to be working in the 4 to 6 sets of 6 to 8 reps because you're starting to get those heavier weights now. Again, keep in mind, heavier weights are not going to bulk you. They're going to tone you and they're going to tighten you and they're going to build, and you're naturally going to stand up a little bit stronger in your posture. Good. Give me 3 more on this side. Don't forget to breathe. Nice. Awesome, awesome. Perfect. Let me see that for a second. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw in that little bit of hit, a little bit of a drill just to get your heart rate up more and to burn a little bit more fat. So she's gonna keep her feet right here. She's gonna have her hands on her hip or down by her thighs is perfectly fine. She's gonna come up under her tippy toes and she's gonna add a little bit of a jump. Yes, yes. Now, if you have knee problems or you're not quite sure of your balance, you can land on your full foot. I'm just kind of bringing up her workout here because she's at that point that she does not need to be flat-footed. She can stay in her tiptoes, she can add her jump, but I'm gonna have her sink a little bit lower in this. Yes, and you knew that was coming.
Yes, I did.
You totally knew that was gonna come. Fabulous. Here we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out a little bit. We're gonna go back into that beginning movement because we're doing a circuit workout. So she's gonna do 8 more on each side. Then we're gonna do 1 more set of the jumps, and then we're gonna move on to something else. Just so you guys have an idea as to what's coming. If you need to make some room, if you need to grab some, I'm gonna have you step back just a little bit. Yeah, perfect. Nice. So again, this second set, she's just gonna do 8. So all I'm doing is I'm throwing in the strength with the cardio, again, to get more results and to burn a lot quicker, especially if you have a short amount of time and you want to get a really good, effective workout. This is the way to do it. Try to mix it up a little bit. Nice. And she's gonna go immediately into the other side, and then we're gonna go immediately into the jumps. Now, if you, again, are just starting, you may wanna do your set, rest for 30 seconds, go to your other side, rest for 30 seconds, then go into your jumps, or you can go just right into squats and stick with your squats. Again, remember the level that you're at, and please make sure you check with your physician first before you do exercise. Fabulous. She's gonna go right into those jumps now on her tippy toes. Nice. Just think of that Ironman, half Ironman.
Strong.
I would be a quarter mile into it and be like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Somebody just give me a ride.
I think we all think that mentally.
But you guys do it. You do it. Good. Here we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fabulous job. Now we're gonna change this whole little circuit. So what I'm gonna have her do is I'm gonna have her take it into the rear shoulder. She's gonna have her feet slightly apart. She's gonna bend a little bit and she's gonna come right into her raise, okay? Rear lateral fly, working the rear head of the shoulder. Perfect. Bending that elbow, coming up nice. Now the nice thing about a kettlebell, again, versus a dumbbell, it just changes the dynamics because your balance is off with it, so you're just gonna kind of work a little bit differently. So a lot of times if you're going from a dumbbell to a kettlebell, sometimes you need to go to a lighter weight. Good, give me 4 more on this side. There's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switching right into the other side. Again, she's at a point she does not need a break.
That's what you said.
Good. Now I'm just gonna kind of adjust her shoulder just a little bit so she's not coming back so far. Give me 4 more. 4, perfect. 3, 2, and 1. I will take that from you. Now we're gonna change the dynamic of what she was doing. She's gonna go into a left leg lunge. Perfect. And she's gonna add that jump. Yes. Now, I'm gonna have her keep maintaining this one, and I'm gonna show you a beginner's way to do this, okay? This would be more of your advanced way. If you're a beginner, you're gonna come into your lunge, and you're just gonna lunge. Here's a second way to take it up. Come up on your tippy toes. So you're coming down and up on the tippy toes. Your feet are not leaving the mat. Here we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side.
Ooh,
nice.
That's a good one.
Nice. Good. So again, if you would need a break in between legs, feel free to take a break if you're just starting. Some people don't get that luxury. You got this, come on. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, shake it out a little bit. Come right back to the middle of the mat so the camera doesn't lose sight of you and they think you left me.
I'd like to.
We're gonna go back into that shoulder movement. Good. Again, noticing she's keeping her knees soft, so she's gonna protect her lower back, because any type of movement where you're bringing your arm away from your body, you're gonna have a natural pull on your back. So we wanna protect that. Lean over just a little bit. There we go, good. Here's 4, and 3, and 2. 1 more. Switching to the other side. So it'll be the last time we're gonna do these. Lean over just a little bit. Yes, there you go. Perfect adjustment. Breathing.
Oh, I can heal myself.
4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, and now she knows what she has next. We have 1 more set each leg. You can do this. Good. She's also going to Florida very soon. Do we think bikini?
Hopefully.
There we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step back, go into the other side.
Whew.
Almost there, you got this. Good. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Step back to the end of the mat. I'm gonna give April a quick break. She's gonna grab a drink of water. We're gonna go into another movement. So you're gonna need either your dumbbell or you're gonna need a kettlebell. And we're gonna combine a squat with a raise, but we're gonna add that little bit of that angle to that. So make sure you have enough room, like you're not right next to a wall, because your arm is gonna be coming out. All right, we ready?
We're ready. Maybe.
So you're gonna take a nice wide step. So you're gonna come down. You're going to stay looking up, and I want all of you guys to do this too. I want you to protect your backs. Coming down, tapping, raising up, palm faces. So you'll raise up, a little bit more of an angle. Yes, back down, come up. There we go, perfect. So now again, we're getting that combination movements, and a lot of times what happens when you're combining a lower body with an upper body, you're gonna burn more calories. And we're all about getting the most money that we can for our time on these workouts. Nice. Give me 4 more. Just 4. And 3. Last 2. Form looks great. Fabulous. Right into the other side. Again, beginner, I can't stress this enough. Take a break if you need it. Take some time. Always make sure you have your water. Make sure that you've eaten about an hour before you work out. Have a good little carb snack with some protein. Nothing crazy. It can be something as simple as an apple and peanut butter or a piece of toast with peanut butter on it. I prefer to eat a carb with a fat. That just kind of gets me going in a little bit of protein, so I'll throw a little bit of avocado in it for my workouts. Really kind of find what works for you. Good, 2 more. Then you're gonna go into the other side for your last time. I'm keeping her pace up really fast because she's at a level, I just really wanna keep stressing that. I would not suggest you just grabbing a weight and doing it this quickly. Great way to injure yourself, get exhausted, and get frustrated. We don't wanna get frustrated when we're first starting to work out. Working out is frustrating enough for a lot of people. Let's not try to make it worse. With food, a great way to kind of figure out a way to works for you is keep a journal. Try eating something, write down what you eat, take note of how you feel. Did it give you the energy you needed for your workout? Do you feel like you were lagging halfway through? How did you feel afterwards? And just write down, keep track of that for 7 to 14 days, and you're gonna see a pattern's gonna start to emerge, and you're gonna be able to figure out what really works best for you. And go ahead after this one, switch to the other side. Keeping in mind, if you are at home doing a leg workout, if you're in the gym doing a leg workout, you're gonna wanna have a little bit more of a hard day. Really, for myself, I eat a meal before I go in. And that way, if I eat it within an hour before, by the time I'm doing my workout, it has hit my system and I feel really good and I feel very energetic and I can push through those heavy lifts. Now, with that said, that doesn't mean that after you work out, you go and have a huge meal again. We don't want to, just because you work out doesn't give you the right to go eat like tons and tons of calories afterwards, because you're really going to kind of negate what you just did. So find that balance, and balance is really important. It's very hard to find. You're going to give me 2 more. Nice. Last one. Awesome. Go ahead and give me this. Okay, we're going to do one more little hit segment. Very, very quick, very, very easy. I'm going to have you keep your feet together. And you're gonna come up on your tippy toes and you're gonna add that jump, okay? So all I've done is I'm changing her from going into a wide stance on that. We're gonna bring it in there. It's gonna focus really a lot more on our quads with this movement. Tippy toes, tiny jumps, perfect, perfect. She's doing amazing with this. Nice.
And feeling the burn.
And she's gonna be working her core too without having to do a single crunch, because her core is balancing her. Good, here we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, stay down.
On the toes.
Yep, on the tippy toes. Now add that pulse for me, ready? Here we go, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, come up to a stand. I'm gonna start to cool her down. We're gonna start to stretch her out a little bit. I'm gonna have her bring her right foot to the front, leaning on the left side. Remembering to hold your stretches 15 to 30 seconds each side. Obviously, we don't have the time frame, so these are gonna be a little bit shorter. Good. Making sure you're never pressing on your knee. Now bringing your feet together and step out just a little bit. She's gonna kind of come right down to the left. And when she's coming down to the left, I'm gonna have her push out through her glutes. She's really, really deepening that stretch. And try to bring it down a little bit lower. If you're doing this movement, make sure you don't feel any pain, you don't feel any twinging, anything. Always come back up to a straight, take it down to the other side so you're not twisting. This is a really good opportunity to just breathe. Take a couple deep breaths in and out. Bring your heart rate down. Deepen your stretch a little bit. Nice. Coming back up to a stand. Right arm's gonna come across. We do the stretch all the time. Noticing, oh, my hands are freezing. She's gonna push on the muscle. She's not pushing on a joint. We don't push on the elbow. We don't push on the shoulder, anything like that. Breathing. Other side. Nails look so good. Now she's gonna take her arms behind. What she's gonna do, she's gonna clasp and she's gonna lift up. Lift your arms up. Now she doesn't have neck problems, so it's okay for her to drop her head back. If you do have any problems with your back or your neck, you wanna keep your head up even. Now drop your chin to your chest. Just stretching. So really take advantage of your stretches, take advantage of the time to bring your heart rate down. Great, arms are gonna come back to the front, pushing forward, and you're gonna dip. There we go. It's almost like if you're in a plane, it's like, that was like a 5-year-old analogy, but we'll go with it. So we're gonna stretch out to the backs of our shoulders, come back up to a straight, and to the other side. Again, keep in mind, it's a very quick stretch. You definitely would want to go longer. But these are great stretches you can incorporate into your day. Come back up to a stand for me. Shake it out a little bit. Great stretches that you can incorporate into your daily routine if you need to. If sometimes you're feeling tight, you're sitting on your desk, throw some of those arm movements, and especially people that are typing a lot, you want to make sure you're keeping your wrists nice and loose. Thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed this show. Next week, I am going to kind of talk a little bit about, I get a lot of questions about what to bring to the gym or what should I have packed in my gym bag. So we're actually going to go through a gym bag demo, and I'm going to show you the essentials that I bring and the essentials that I think everybody should keep in a gym bag to make your life just so much easier, so much more organized, and your gym experience a lot more pleasurable. You guys have a wonderful day. Stay warm. Thank you so much. See you guys next week.